So across town, the Sunday Times probably had this best real deal and a real mess. And that's how the Eagles revealed themselves on Friday night. So it completed a trilogy of collapse, didn't it? From that much admired win against Collingwood, which we all nodded to at the time. And then since then, it's been an unmitigated disaster, which speaks to the here and now, but it's actually more about what comes next. Not this season, but the seasons beyond.
They need a trigger point. They need something. It's mental. They are mentally frayed to the point of paralysis.
Sucks to be us, eh?
Yeah,
I don't think the West Australian papers carried that before.
No, they haven't. Covered his bear, says Simo. Yeah, it is. But still, Jared, you're a football coach, but you've got to be a mindfulness coach as well. So is Simo this week talking about, right, this is how we want to play? He's going to introduce a new game style anyway. He hasn't had the personnel. We are making a lot of excuses. Like I nearly wrote today, mate. One of the most disappointing... I'm not disappointed in him. I'm disappointed that guys like Liam Ryan, right? Where is Liam Ryan? Shouldn't be picking on him, but, God, he's a great player. And we're not seeing it from him. We're not seeing it from a lot of really great players at the Eagles. So they're emotionally shot. So how does Simpson get that up? How do you prick that mind again to say, right, we're competing? Because they are bereft.
Yes.
Absolutely bereft.
So their short term is of not much consequence now, where they find themselves.
Pride's a consequence.
Yes, but the long term is. So Simpson spoke about the period of transition. So that's your language around rebuilds.
Yep.
So he's pulled the cord on that. So from years of competing, they won it in 2018. Remember, they fumbled their top 4 position in the final round of 2019?
They did too.
They got beaten in a home elimination final by Collingwood in 2020, having not handled that year at all well. And then they probably took the punt that they were still in it, that they were still contending, and held off the longer-term decisions, which now loom very large for them. Yeah,
it's a funny world, footy, Jared. You win a flag, you know you've got a really good group. So you invest in that group. Have we got another one in us? And it's so hard to build a group to compete. So actually, when you've got one, I think the easy and natural thing to do is to say, we've got to go again.
Yeah, we're all
in here. So what are we going to do? We're going to get Tim Kelly. We're going to fix up some ground ball issues. We can contend. And when it doesn't work, everyone says, you're a deal, you're a deal, you're a deal, you're a deal. We all knew this. We are so good with 2020. If I'm coaching them with that squad, I'm going again. I am going again. But it's now done. So now the tough decisions have to be made. And over the weekend, several people have proposed scenarios of, you know, Darling, McGovern and Nick Nat and Gaff, you know, going to other clubs. We could see... Could you imagine... I want to ask you, do you think the Eagles will say, thanks, Jeremy McGovern, thanks, Andrew Gaff, thanks, Jack Darling, but we're putting you up for trade? I
could see a couple of them up for trade. I couldn't see McGovern up for trade.
What about the culture side of footy?
I couldn't see Nui up for trade. No, I think you're sort of cleverer with your pieces. That's it. The national culture plays a role here.
Yeah,
they're not commodity pieces in the same way. And we've had a look at a couple of variations of scorched earth rebuilds that have been horrid. And
the most recent for me is Hawthorn, right? Hawthorn with Mitchell, Hodge and Lewis. Was that a success, not a success? Would they have done it again? You know, I don't know. Only Hawthorn can answer that.
Do you go, we're going to make a run at it in 2 years or in 4 years? So, and that plays a role in what you keep. You don't want to spend 2 years totally cast down the bottom, having shot everybody off, but you do want that. I'm a bit of a believer of 5 picks inside 25 as quickly as possible. I think they have the pieces to that without tearing the fabric of the club. They get a little bit of... They get time now to make that decision because they know their lot. It makes for a hard 15 weeks from here. Their lot's different to... North Melbourne's lot is different.
Yep.
Bad, but way different. And Essendon's lot...
I don't know. But I'll ask you, I mean, who would you rather be, West Coast or Essendon? Right now, in the last 15 years, Essendon haven't produced anything.
Yeah.
Fremantle, the Dockers have produced a grand final right, and won a premiership. I mean, God almighty.
Yeah.
God, where would you rather be?
Yep. So Essendon have got the pieces in the door, but the trouble is it's just not amounting to anything at the moment.